this fabulous day. Come on in. I am so excited to be here. Thank you to Christina and all the admins who have facilitated this platform for the Standout Online members. So let me just first say, if you are in business and you're here, but you're not yet a Standout Online member, I highly suggest you do it because it's actually feeding into my topic today of 3 simple ways that you can build your brand confidently and also really increase your visibility, because at the end of the day, that's what we all want. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Faith James. I'm the CEO and founder of the Personal Branding Consultancy. I'm the creator of the Brand Accelerator online course and live accountability program. I'm the host of Branding After Dark. I'm a creator of the events Branding Over Brunch, Branding Over Lunch, and Branding Over the Internet, and the soon to be launched podcast, Branding After Dark. So as you can tell, I love all things branding. I'm 25 plus years Fortune 500 brand influencer. I've worked on brands like IBM, Mary Kay, Edward Jones, Liberty Mutual, just to name a few. So I say all that not to impress you, but just to impress upon you that I'm here with the knowledge. I'm here with years and years of information of how Fortune 500 brands build their visibility, connect with their people, and I'm bringing the same knowledge, the same strategies, the same tactics I used for these corporations for female entrepreneurs. So get excited, get ready. Be sure you have your journal and your pen to take notes. And I also want you to know that when you're taking notes, I want you to also be making notes. So that's key. You've heard that saying before about note takers make the most money. I also want to add, when you're taking notes, I want you to be mentally making notes. So what does that mean? So as I go through our session today and you're writing down all of the things that I'm saying, as you're doing that, I want you to make a note in your mind. So, okay, so she said that. How does this apply to me? Like, oh, okay, so this is what I'm going to do with this information next. So take notes, but also make notes. Yes, yes? So come on in, say hi, let me know where you are from, where in the world you are. I know we have, close to 500,000 members in this group. So grateful to be sitting here in front of you. Hey, love. Hey, Kimmy, how are you doing? Good to see you, my dear. So who wants more visibility in 2021? If you do, and I'm not asking that as a sort of off the cuff question, I'm really asking that seriously, because one thing I know is not everybody wants the same level of visibility, the same level of success, the same level of notoriety, if you will, same level of attention. And so it's always going to be a personal journey for you. And so never let anybody make you feel either less than, or that you're slacking off or you're not doing enough, if in fact you are not yet internally ready to go for the stars. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And what sometimes happens is we let people sort of bully us into things and places where we really don't want to go. I mean, yes, who's experienced something like that? Oh, that person's doing that, so therefore I ought to. I want you to just come with your full heart and stand in the truth of where you are and where you're ready to go. So as we're getting ready to roll into 2021, it's really important that you schedule, either with yourself, either with a mentor, either with a strategist or a coach, somebody like myself. But it's important that you sit down and really give some deep thought to what is 2021 going to look like for you. Is increasing your brand reach a strategic intent? Is increasing visibility for your brand a strategic intent? Is gathering more real relevant engagements, gaining more partnerships, more collaborations, is that a strategic intent for your brand? These are things that major multinational corporations, big and small, do. You have to plan. I like to say hashtag you're the CEO of you, right? Hashtag CEO of me. And as the CEO of you, you must govern yourself accordingly. So as a CEO, those are things that you take the lead on. What's the direction that we're taking the company in? So never just see yourself as, I'm just a small business owner, or I'm just an entrepreneur, or I am the CEO of me. And so for those of you who are with me, those who are going to be watching on the replay, I want you from this point on, if you have on your LinkedIn or on your Facebook, anything that says works at self-employed, I need you to, with the quickness, go change that, because we're rolling into 2021 as CEOs of ourselves. When you say that, there's a different energy that runs up your spinal column when you acknowledge yourself, when you address yourself, when you introduce yourself as the CEO of. So all of my clients know this, they do this. There's nobody who's self-employed in my world. You're the CEO, you're the founder, you're the chief strategist. You are some title that's going to keep your shoulders up and back. That's where that confidence comes in. Because if you walk into a networking room and you're like, oh, I'm a hairstylist, or, I do CBD oils, or somebody tell me what industries, whatever it might be, that's not exuding confidence. And just like you've heard the saying, when they put chum in the water, the sharks can smell that from a mile away, even further. The people can smell the lack of confidence on you from a mile away. Joel 3:10 in the good book, it says, let the weak say they're strong. Let the weak say they're strong. So you just have to internalize that and know that that's your truth. So you walk into that room. Hi, how are you? I'm the CEO of Salon Days, and we do balayage as our specialty. And we have a special right now where if you get a color, you get a cut and a blowout for 50% off. Whatever your thing might be that you're doing. But you walk in as the CEO. That's one of the first things that you need to do to exude confidence, to have all eyes on you, because you've heard people say, oh, she just has this aura. Oh, when so-and-so walks into the room. That's what I'm talking about. That's that shoulder back, right? Shoulders up. I'm the CEO of me. So if you are watching, let me know if you are standing in agreement with me. Good morning, Pamela. If you are watching and you are standing in agreement with me right now that from this point forward, you will introduce yourself as the CEO of. So Pamela, give me a little bit, tell me what your business is, what area, and Kim, I'm just looking at those that I can see. I see a bunch more ladies on, but I'm not seeing any names. Come on in, ladies. That's the first thing. This is another thing. These are small little things that I'm giving you, but they're actionable. When you go to a meeting, a networking meeting, a gathering, a whatever, and there's a seat either at the front or close to the front, please tell me now, moving forward, you will take that seat. So many people run for the back, and that's just sort of like your ego's natural tendency to want to protect you. So it's like, don't get the spotlight on you because somebody may say something, or you might walk up to the front and somebody's going to look at your shoes and say something. Sit in the back where it's safe. Don't do that. But your ego is operating from an old set of circumstances, right? When we were just in the beginning of creation, it was there to literally protect you and save your life. So you had to see fear. You had to be quickly able to decipher fear. You see a saber-toothed tiger, your brain's already telling you, run. So that part of your brain still exists. It's still functioning. It's still saying, hey, I want to do what I'm here to do. My job is to protect her. Morning, Pamela. My job is to protect Pamela. So Pamela says she does floral arrangements and reads Roses by Grace. So hi everyone, my name is Pamela. I'm the CEO and founder of Roses by Grace. We do a variety of floral arrangements ranging from permanent botanicals to tulips that are shipped straight from Holland. We can create and curate any floral arrangement that you're looking for, whether it's for a wedding, a celebration. My team and I would love to have a consult with you to talk about your next event. Please reach out to me. My email is, my link is my phone number is. CEO of, right there. Everybody can do that. That costs you nothing. You start to call yourself, you go to your social media right now and you change it. CEO, founder, Roses by Grace. Because right now, Pamela, are you seeing an uptick in terms of the REITs? Are you doing a lot of holiday REITs right now? You want to make sure that people know that your business exists and that they're in front of the CEO. And this is a person who can confidently say, what type of experience are you looking to have in your home? Do you want it to be modern farm? Do you want it to feel very bright and cheery? Do you want it to feel like, island Caribbean a theme? What type of experience are you looking for? And I'll be able to create that wreath for you. Yes, wonderful. I'm happy to hear that. So do I have broad agreement? CEO of, please, that is goal number one. Go change how people see you. Because oftentimes you'll hear people say, oh, you don't need to worry about your social media presence, and you don't need to worry about your website, and you don't need this, and you don't need this. But let me just say to you that that is just a marketing tactic. Most people who are telling you you don't need this and you don't need that, they have all of it. Yes, yes? Am I speaking truth, or is it just me? They have all of it. They have tech and automation and systems and they got it all. So it's easy for them to sit on high and say, oh, you don't need us, just come buy my stuff and you're all set. Let me tell you what I know to be true. I've spent years, as I've said to you, working in corporate, Fortune 500, multinational branding, marketing, advertising. I have spent years doing market research for these brands. Okay? There is a psychology in buying. Now, write this down. There is psychology in buying. Nobody's trying to look like a fool. So if they're making a buying decision, and here is company A, and their digital presence is professional, it's showing their case studies, it's showing client testimonials, it's current, their Instagram feed is feeding into their, right? They're ready for prime time. And company B, the last post they had was 2 years ago. They have like an old picture of themselves on there. It just looks done and dusted. Please understand, no matter what anybody else wants to tell you, I am stitched with the fabric of integrity in my soul. I am only coming with the truth, and don't let anybody hoodwink you into saying, oh, your stuff can look like a hot mess in the street. Just buy this stuff and they'll buy. No, they won't. 40% of consumers go to your social media platforms and make a buying decision before you even know they're there. So right now, as we're sitting here in this session, there are people lurking, trolling, peeking at your social media platform, making buying decisions. Does this person look like they could really hook up my arrangement? Because I'm going for, tropical luxe. Does Pamela's brand suggest that she has the ability, the creative know-how, the intellect, the depth to see my vision and bring that? If your brand is not communicating that, that is a massive problem. I always like to say hashtag don't make your brand make you a liar. What do I mean by that? So you're at an event, you stand up, it's your 20-second or your 30-second, you say, I am expert in the area of floral arrangements. I have done designs from the White House to, stages to museums. We've done it all. We can help you, arrange floral experiences on any budget. And then So that's you physically, Pamela, in the networking room. Somebody hears that, goes, oh, interesting, let me see. And they go to your Instagram. What are they seeing? They go to your Facebook page. They go to your Facebook business page. They go to your LinkedIn. What are they seeing, Pamela? Are they seeing somebody who is the CEO of this organization, steeped in knowledge, steeped in client testimonials? One of the things I like to talk about is like, make sure you have your receipts, your brand receipts. And what do I mean by that? Your receipts are your testimonials. Your receipts are your case studies. So somebody says, oh, do you have the receipt for this TV that you're trying to return? They're asking you for proof of purchase. They're asking for proof. You guys get this? Let me know if this is landing. So it's the same thing. You know, if I'm buying from Pamela because I just moved into my new house and this is our first Christmas and I really want it to be this, new year, new experience. I want to have all these beautiful floral arrangements because, flowers make me happy. I'm expecting Pamela to show me some stuff. Bring your receipts. Let me see what you've done before. Did you do a house this size? Did you do different themes, or can you only work in this color? I'm asking you for the receipts. It's no different. This is why I tell you there's psychology in buying. It's no different if you, as now the consumer, you have to go to the doctor because you have a pain in your back and then they're saying surgery. Are you just going to go with the first doctor that says, yep, we need to do a spinal tap and then we need to read? Or are you going to say, how many of these procedures have you done? What have been the outcome? Are you going to go get a second opinion? Yes. Thanks, Kim. Yes. So if you are demanding receipts from other people, why do you think your people won't expect your brand receipts as well? So your image, how you show up, right? You've heard this. You only have one time to make a first impression. That's it. And particularly now, especially now, moving into next year, a lot more people are doing business online. Even more people are going to be seeing you. The question you must ask yourself is, what are they seeing? Because I need you to remember this. Your social media presence, your digital marketing presence, your website, any sales funnels that you have going out there, I want you to see that as like a salesperson that you've employed. And they are a really good salesperson because guess what? They work 24/7, 365. They don't take any holidays. They don't take any smoke breaks. They don't have to go to the doctor. They don't have to take their kid to school. None of that. It's just out there on the job 24/7, morning, noon, and night. When you're sleeping, it's just out there talking. What's your social media presence? What's your digital presence? What's your digital you saying about you? You want to make sure the word on the street is good about you. You want to make sure that if somebody says, oh, you know what? Definitely go check out Pamela because she's got some really good stuff. And I'm like, okay, let me go see. And if I don't see what that person told me, it doesn't even matter that they referred it, right? My impression is going to be, these arrangements look like my niece made them. They're not that fab. I'm just going to go to Williams-Sonoma, invest. You get what you pay for. So don't let anybody hoodwink you and tell you your stuff could just be a hot mess. But if you buy their stuff, you're going to triple and 10x your business. Don't do it. You need to look at your digital you, look at your presence and say, would I hire me? Would I hire me? Confidence. CEO of whatever the name of your company is, that's number one. Speak it into existence. It doesn't matter if it's just you or if you and your significant other, you and your niece are putting together the mailing labels. It matters not. I am the CEO of the personal branding consultancy. That's it. There's no questions asked. So I want you guys in the chat who are with me, type it now. I want to see it because, if you don't do it, it doesn't start to seep into your soul. So everybody who's on with me, I want you to type. Hi, my name is, and I'm the CEO and founder of whatever the name of your company is. Let me see them in the chat. And if you're watching the replay, I want you to do this exercise, because once you start to move your hand in that direction, it literally goes into every fiber of your being. It's like, wow, I am introducing myself as CEO. Doesn't matter if you have an S Corp, L, please don't be bogged down by those details. So knowing now that we said 40% of all consumers go to your digital platforms and make a buying decision. People buy on emotions. I don't care if they're buying a hammer, or they're buying a home, or they're buying flowers. 95% of all decision making happens at the emotional subconscious level. Fact. So you want to make sure that your presence is connecting on the emotional levels. It's why people have irrational attachments to certain brands. You know, use Apple as an example. I mean, you've got people who literally have tattooed the Apple logo on themselves because they so identify with that brand and what that brand stands for, and they've connected with that brand on an emotional level. So you want to make sure that you are positioning yourself to do exactly that. And so the next thing is about being compelling. Compelling, you have to be compelling to stop the finger scroll, right? You know, people on social scroll. You go into a room, people need to notice you. I'm not saying you're going to be like, hey, star attention, all eyes on me. But in a sense, you need that because you have to rise above. People can only hold maybe 3 or 5 names in their head at any given time. Yeah, Pamela says I'm the CEO of Roses by Grace. Exactly. Use that, my love. Go change anything that you have, go change it. CEO of. Compelling. Stopping getting attention. That's what it means. That your content that you're posting, that your words that you are saying are such that it compels people into you. It draws them closer. Doesn't mean, oh, you're going to get a sale every single time you go to a meeting or you go to an event or you show up on a live like this, right? But that it's compelling, that you're saying things that are connected to the people, to your audience, that they're remembering, that you're giving them this experience that then they want to hear a little bit more. Then they want to learn a little bit more about you. How compelling is your presence and how compelling is your content? I want you to do an audit. This is the second thing. You're going to audit your engagement. So what that means is, let's just pick, I don't know, maybe either a week, 2 weeks, you can go back as far as a month. I mean, it just depending on how much time you have. But I need you to do an audit and look to see which of your posts have had what types of engagement. Let me say it again. You're going to audit your content, what you're posting, what type of video you did. If you send an email, I want you to audit your entire brand efforts this past week, 2 weeks to a month, and what type of engagement did it receive. So for example, I know that when I post a picture of myself on Instagram, doesn't matter what I'm saying, that gets a lot of engagement because people want to see you, because what people do business with people. So that's the first thing. If your image isn't showing up in your stuff in a powerful and compelling way, you're missing a lot of eyes on you. Because when you think about whether it's a product or a service, people are buying from you. You are your brand. Somebody hashtag you are your brand. You're doing CBD oil, they're buying you. You're selling flowers, they're buying you. You sell lingerie, lingerie, sorry. They're buying you. You are your brand. So everything about you, how you communicate, your essence, your vibe, your aura, the word on the street about you, do you treat people with total respect? Do you have a really good attitude? All of it comes together to form the perception of you, and that is what people are buying. The flowers are just secondary. The CBD oil is just secondary. The house is, they're buying you. The promise of what you have to offer. The promise that says, I know when I get flowers from Pamela, from the CEO of Roses by Grace. Do you know her, Pamela? Yeah, she's the CEO. When we get any arrangements from her, they are so gorgeous. It gets the most attention at any event I put on. People are taking all of their selfies next to her arrangements. Right? That's what you're looking for. How compelling. So do that audit, see what's going on. I want you to also think about if the quality of the content and the type of content, meaning if you're doing a lot of what are you going to look like in 50 years, you know, those game things, who are you going to marry, what would you look like if you were a guy? CEOs don't have that kind of time to waste. Let me just say, number one, we don't have that kind of time to waste. So if you're doing that, I'm going to strongly encourage you to not do that anymore. Rather, take the time to provide some value. Rather, take the time to, Pamela, showcase the different wreaths. So let's just say now, right, everybody's got holiday on the brain. You could be doing a post that says, you know, 1, 2, 3, or 4, and you have pictures of 4 different wreaths, and you're engaging people to say, you know, which one definitely speaks to you. Once you get your people in doing stuff, they're playing, that's how you build up your presence, your engagement, your visibility, because then people remember. This is key, guys. Remember this. When you make people take an action, they're physically more engaged with you. They're more likely to come back to hear more. Again, I'm not talking about buying anything. Right now, we're just really focusing on how do we get the eyes on us. You must have your people do things. So Pamela, I want you to take that idea. Different types of Christmas wreaths, different types of wreaths, right? Because here we're in South Florida. Maybe there's like, you know, a fun, you know, beach wreath that I might be into for, you know, for my front door. Whereas maybe inside by the fireplace, I might want something a little bit more like posh and luxe. Do that, please, honey, and tag me. Let me know. Let's get connected. I want to see you do that, because I'm promising you, when you get people engaging in your stuff, that's how you build up your visibility. That's how you build up your resiliency. That's how you build up your confidence, because you know you're really finding out what people want. So make sure that's key. And the third, the credibility. So very important. If you don't have a Google My Business page set up, I'm going to strongly encourage you to do that if you don't know how to do that. My team and I, we do it for our clients all the time. So you can connect with me, you know, add me as a friend. I will connect with you or message me. But I want you to have that, because again, that says this is a for real business. They're here doing work. People are noticing. People are talking about it. Builds the credibility. Your testimonials build your credibility. Your case studies build your credibility. So even if you're newish in business, right? You can't come on and say, I'm 25 years in the game. You just started last year. Doesn't matter. You want to start building up your receipts and show your credibility. You want to get a client. Say, you know what, maybe somebody who's a mentor to you, or somebody who you know has a certain level of reach or influence, and say, listen, I'd like to curate a custom wreath for your office. If, right, in exchange, because it needs to be a win-win, in exchange, if you would allow me to use it as part of marketing and promote my brand to show the quality and the skills of my work. Then you have now this receipt that you can now start to show and build your credibility. That way it's like, oh yeah, she did that really awesome wreath for that company and looks great. Yeah, I'll take 2. So, ladies, that's my time. It was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful opportunity. I'm so grateful to have had the time. I hope this blessed you immensely. Let me know what part was really connecting for you, what was good. The three things, right? You want to connect, you want to be compelling, and you want to have the credibility for sure. So do those things. I put the link in my video. You can come hang with me in the Savvy Branders Tribe. It's a free group. I do training every single day. In fact, at noon today, I'm going to be doing Brand Therapy Thursday. So you want to come on in and join me for that. And then I also added the link for my Brand Accelerator online course and live accountability program if you need support rolling into 2021, how to build your brand and really get the right eyes on you. So I'm sending you guys so much love. Be well, be awesome, and go be the CEO of you. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.